Hello, Trinity. This week I am packing to move from one apartment to another. As I pack my belongings, there is an inevitable process of sorting, what to keep for my new place and what to give away. This process of sorting was on my mind when I read our gospel passage for this coming Sunday, the parable of the wheat and the tares, or weeds, as we call them these days. In this parable, the wheat and the weeds grow up alongside each other. Rather than tear out the weeds, the householder in the parable says to let them grow together, because the roots are tangled up with one another. At the time of the harvest, the weeds will be separated from the wheat. But for now, the advice is simply let them grow. Let them grow together. It is all too easy these days to fall into a mindset of sorting. We sort people into categories, liberal or conservative, Republican or Democrat, Christian or non-believer, us or them. And yet, this week's parable reminds us that our calling as Christians is not to sort people into different categories. Our job is not to be the sorter who sorts the harvest in the parable. Our job is to be the wheat. Our purpose is to grow, and to grow together. Now we might pause here to think about what exactly Jesus is talking about in this parable when he refers to children of the kingdom and children of the evil one. Perhaps we will talk more about that on Sunday, because this is a complicated, confusing parable. And yet, in this moment, I invite you to simply imagine what it would be like to let go of our very human instinct to sort people into categories, whether those categories be wheat and tares or anything else, and instead focus this week on what it might look like for you to grow together. Since I'm moving this week, I will be off next week, but Luke will be back. I will be here on Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you in our common worship together.